In progress.
We good. We good. All right. We good. We good. We good. All right. We good. We good. We good. All right. We good. We good. We good. All right.
Running races around the races, got 499 and come around. Meet me at the finish line.
All right, everybody, what's happening? What is happening? Welcome back to another episode of Primarily Speaking. Show we love to talk shit on a whole bunch of stuff. I get tired of saying that whole spiel every time. But I am your host with the most, man, with the gas, Mr. Poppin' Two Quarters. Let me get in that ass. It is your boy Prime in the motherfucking building. Anazul to the 25.
No doubt, peoples, and here I am. Y'all know the voice by now, dog. I am the total package, Rex Devereaux. Captain Carolina coming at you on a midday version. Midday edition. Y'all ain't gonna realize what that means until later, but we doing it big today after a nice weekend, a nice week, man. What's going on with your week? I know the missus had a birthday. Happy birthday.
Yeah, she did, man. She did. Happy birthday. She wasn't feeling too good, man. So the birthday wasn't really the way that we really wanted it to go. But you know what I mean? We made the most of it the best we could. So we probably going to have to do a do-over, though, because she just wasn't feeling that good. So definitely going to have to do a do-over. It was okay, though. I'm kind of relaxing, but we could have saved that money, to be honest. I ain't going to front. We definitely could have saved that money.
I got you.
But it was cool, man. It was cool. How your past week been, man?
Pretty good, man. The little man had a little dental procedure. We took care of that on Thursday.
Cool.
He was real emotional. He basically was like, I just want my tooth back. Not understanding that he got to get rid of the tooth to get the permanent ones. But it's all good, man. We had a good time. His next day he was feeling spry and up again, jumping around.
I was going to ask
you,
he was all good after everything.
Yeah, he been all good, man. He got me to buy him some Ryan's World toys. Parents, if y'all up on this shit, y'all know how expensive this shit is.
What is it called?
Ryan's World.
Ryan's World.
Kid and his Ryan's World, dog. See, and you don't know about them because your kid's too big to know about Ryan's World.
Yes, they are. Thankfully.
But my kid, thankfully, dog. But my kid is just the right age to know about this shit. And I mean, these toys expensive, dog. Think Transformers, all that good shit expensive, dog. Voltron type stuff like that.
I was about to say,
dog.
Is it like Bobby's World? I remember Bobby's World as a kid.
No, it ain't like Bobby's World at all. This little kid, he's an Asian little kid, and him and his parents, he kind of got big online.
I know what you talking about. Yeah, my daughter used to watch his. Well, she know of him, and she used to watch his videos. He be unboxing shit or doing toy reviews or some shit like that.
There you go. Yeah, exactly.
That little kid making bank.
Yes, man. Tell me about it, man. And his toys are about unboxing toys.
Wait, he got his own line of toys?
Yes.
Oh shit, I ain't know that. I thought he just been doing toy reviews. Shit.
No, dog. He has toys that's like ain't even affiliated with G.I. Joes and none of that shit or whatever, dog. He got his own Ryan's World shit that is very expensive, ladies and gentlemen. Let me tell you. Wow. And they selling like hotcakes, dog.
Sheesh. What kind? Like, give me an example of a toy.
Okay, like one toy that I bought for Bill, it's a big safe, and inside the safe was like a bunch of little boxes that had surprises in it. That safe with and I think he had like 6 little boxes in it. It was like $45, dog.
God damn.
And after you open up the boxes and take the surprises out, it's no more use. Because I told Bill, I'm like, you gonna put stuff inside the safe? No. Like I just wasted $45. What are you doing?
That sound like that sound almost like this toy that they I think it was Sweetkins or something like that my daughter used to get when you buy the thing and you don't know what's gonna be inside the thing. It's like a surprise, and you buy them and then they just become collectible items or whatever the case.
Talk about Shopkins.
Shopkins, that's them. Yeah, Shopkins.
I hated. Yeah, I hated them. Shit.
I hate them
I know
shit
exactly
too.
what you're talking about.
Fucking shop kids, man. I just buy a bunch of little trinkets, and like you said, them shit cost a lot of money, man, for nothing. They don't do nothing with them.
For nothing.
They don't play with them.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't, man. Let me tell you, man. He played with that shit for probably about 30 minutes, man. And next thing you know, he was on to the old toy.
It's like,
God damn, man.
They getting us,
Yeah,
man.
so-
They getting us, man.
Yeah, they getting us, man. So in a nutshell, I had a good week, but I spent a lot of fucking money.
Yeah, I know how it goes, man. I know how it goes.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, man. While we was out, the wife had she bought some Crocs for herself. And she just go on how comfortable they are. Oh my God, they so comfortable. And then she talked about buying me some. I'm like, nah, I ain't want no Crocs. I'm sorry, I'm good on that. She said, yeah, if you were wearing them around the house, that'd be fine. But if you were to wear them out, I probably wouldn't be out with you. I wouldn't be seen with you wearing them out. I'm like, yeah, well, you know, I don't blame you. I wouldn't want to be seen with me either wearing them out. And like 2 minutes
I
after,
wouldn't go out with you if you had on the bonnet.
exactly. And 2 minutes after saying that, having this conversation, how we just start seeing a bunch of dudes wearing Crocs out and about. So I was like, is Crocs a thing now? Like, is that what men are wearing now, or males? I don't want to say men. I'm gonna say guys. Is that what guys are wearing now? Crocs? Is that a thing?
Well, it shouldn't be. I'll tell you that right now. They should not be wearing Crocs outside. It's absolutely inappropriate. I can see around the house, you know, or whatnot or whatever, but if your sliding shoe, you can wear sliding shoes outside, but they got to be like sports, you know, theme, Adidas, Nike, or some shit like that. Can't have on no Uggs, no Crocs, or nothing like that. You got to come out official. This whole feminization of dudes is just getting on my nerves, man.
I even didn't really care to see slides, people wearing slides out. You know what I mean? I wasn't really a fan of just walking around with slides on. I figured that was, you know, like a young cat thing, but apparently a lot of guys wear slides out. That's just not me. That ain't my bag. I gotta have on sneakers, man. That's me all day. Mm-hmm. But the Crocs thing, I just couldn't get with the Crocs thing, man. And definitely no Uggs. I don't know. Do they make Uggs for men? I don't know. I don't know.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. I saw them because I was looking through a Journeys catalog,
mm-hmm.
and they had first they started off with the female ones, and they had guy Uggs. You know, because that's why I was like, wait a minute, this ain't official. Dudes ain't supposed to wear Uggs. I have
seen Uggs that supposed to look like Timbs almost. I have seen some that they tried to make them look like Timbs, but they weren't. Hold up, wait a minute.
Yeah, fail.
Wasn't Lugs a shoe brand?
Yeah.
Am I tripping?
Long time ago, they used to make boots.
That's what I think about. See, Lugs was built. I think those were meant for men, and I think Uggs were meant for women. You know what I mean? With them ugly ass boots, the furry winter looking boots. Them shit look dumb as hell, but. Yeah, so I know they started making them for men, making Uggs for men. Now just go back to Lugs. Why they can't bring Lugs back? Can't do that. That's they too far gone.
But you know that would be good. But I think that's too far gone. You know?
That's a shame. God
damn. It ain't a boots. Yeah, because you remember how when the Lugs came out, now motherfuckers was wearing boots, and that whole up north theme was all around the world. Seemed like they wearing boots. Timberlands, Lugs been like the low rent Timberlands. They kind of got big off the hip hop scene anyway. Lugs,
matter of fact, I think Cash Money did a deal with Lugs to come out with a shoe or something like that. I could be wrong, but yeah, man, Uggs, no, Crocs for men, man. Dude, guys, come on, man. If you ain't no nurse at work, and yes, men can be nurses. You ain't at work, man, because I think that's why I originally saw Crocs being worn at like comfortable shoes for people that got to be on their feet all day, mostly in the medical profession.
Right.
And now they done made them fashionable now. Like people, like I see some chicks rocking them. Okay, all right, that's cool. But dudes, man, what's up? What going on with the rocking the Crocs, man?
You got to question them, boy, man. Like, what the fuck?
Matter of fact, I went to Zaxby's last night to get the kids something to eat. And there was a dude and they was skinny. I don't even know if they was jeans, but skinny pants on and Crocs. I'm like, all right. I'm definitely too old or out of touch, whatever. I don't know, but that ain't it for me, man. I don't know what the fuck going on, man. Come on, yeesh.
Yeah, it's kind of different out there now, but I'm glad I was born in the 70s.
Man. Well, speaking about men, right? I also heard another phrase over the weekend that hit me, and I thought was a silly reason to even say this to me. But my wife told me that I need some man training. She said I need some man training. Let me tell you why. Tell you why. This kind of made me mad a little bit. She said I need man training because I got out the car, right, and she stayed in it. I got out the car. I forgot where I was going at. What store I was going in. And I got a push button car, and I keep my keys on me. But she was mad because I unlocked the door when I got out the car. And she said, I need man training, like how you get out the car and leave your wife in the car and ain't lock the door. And I'm like, but nigga, you in the car. Lock the fucking door. What's the problem? You already in the goddamn car. Just lock the door. Why is this gotta be my responsibility as a man to make sure I lock the door? Why, like, you in there? We gotta stop with this shit now. This is getting out of hand, man. It's getting out of hand,
now
bro.
it's getting to you now. Huh? Yeah. Oh, yeah. All before you were so cool. Like, oh yeah, gotta look the other way. Now you starting to feel it, cause I'm telling you.
Cause like it's like you want equality, but still want to be treated differently. Come on, man. You got draw the line someplace in the sand, man. Come on. I just did not understand why that act needed to be something that a man does. Like, you in the fucking car, you an adult, right? Lock the goddamn door. You know what I'm saying? You're not a child.
And then look at she throw him at you. You need some man training.
Like, okay, cause so where that training come from? Because before we just push start cars ain't been out that long. So if I had just a key in the ignition, how the fuck was I gonna lock the door when I got out?
Right.
You know what I mean? So where's the man training for that? Yeah, where that man training coming for that? You know what I mean? If you talking being old fashioned man, like I didn't get that. That shit threw me for a loop, man. I said, what in the hell?
Listen, let me tell you something. Ain't a damn thing old fashioned about that. That's just some new wave shit. That's just some BS right now, dog. Let me tell you something. You always something about, well, you supposed to do this because you're a man, right? You're a man. You're supposed to do. Man, listen, we ain't trying to hear that. Stop trying to challenge us on our manliness, man. We don't challenge y'all on y'all womanliness, So I mean, come on now.
I get the whole pulling a chair out for a woman, you know what I'm saying? Making sure you pay for dinner, taking care of the household, providing, opening doors and shit like that. I get that. But man, locking the door? Come on, man. You running out. Y'all women are starting to run the fuck out, for real. For real. Let's reel it back in.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Didn't understand, man. That's what I'm talking about, cuz. Get them.
Let's talk about men, right? Men and raising kids, right? So I don't say men. Let's say parents. Bad kids. Okay. And we've talked about bad kids before, but should parents be held accountable for what their kids do bad? Should they be held accountable? What do you think about that?
Yeah.
This is your question, so I want to know your answer first.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Especially now, like I said, if they running around, killing folks and carrying on or whatnot, they got to be held accountable. And your ass got to be held accountable. Because it's just a certain way you're supposed to raise kids, to come up. And we talked about that a while ago, raising kids in love as opposed to, just to survive, and stuff like that. And it's getting serious now, man, because you got real young youngsters, man. Like I said, man, a little while ago, I equate this shit to City of God, man. And if you haven't seen the movie, you need to check it out. Very good. But I mean, they got kids killing, from the age of 10 years old. Like, damn, you're just taking all the innocence away, man. And that shit coming out on the other end in this country now, because a lot of kids going through bullshit,
Did you see
being
something
raised in a.
recently about that made you kind of really think about that, or it's just one random thought that popped in?
Yeah, I think it's just, everything as a whole that's been popping off lately, man. And you got the little kid, um, even dying at the Astro World music festival, man.
Right.
And it just seems like it's a blurred line, and adults at fault, man, because that line getting blurred between childhood and adulthood. They got the kids, but for whatever reason, they want these kids to do adult shit. Instead of just being a kid and letting them enjoy, being being a kid basically. And it's starting to irritate me.
Well,
And
I'm
I
ha-
think parents need to be held accountable, man, so they can change, and other parents can see this shit and be like, I better do a better job of showing little Johnny how to do his thing out there or whatever.
I'm gonna have to disagree, man. I
All
don't.
right, here we go.
Yeah, I don't know if parents can be held completely accountable for what their kids do, man. I just don't agree with that because you can be raising a kid good, but they still decide to do bad. You know what I mean? Like you can't. At some point, you have to let your child make decisions on their own and suffer consequences behind those decisions. You can't make every decision for them. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, I was with my kids and we went to Mika's family house in Orangeburg. We went to Orangeburg and her brother was there. And I forget what the event was, and I forget how old Zaya is. Zaya was like maybe 12 or 13 or something like that. And her brother was asking him something, and I was about to answer. And her brother was like, no, let him answer. He can answer. And I'm like, shit, you know what? He can answer. You know what I mean? At some point, it just made me think of like, at some point, you got to let them make decisions on their own, speak up for themselves. They're not going to always say the right thing, but that's their cross to bear. You know what I mean? You got to let them do that. You got to let them go through shit so that they can learn. You know what I mean? Now, as far as terrible decisions, as far as like killing and all that kind of stuff, I still don't think the parents should be accountable for that. You know what I mean? There's a lot of kids that make up their own mind thinking they grown and da, but I don't think the parents should be accountable for that, responsible for that, rather.
Well, we disagree on that one, big time. Like I say, I think for me it's because I believe in good teaching. And if you teach them, just like how you were saying this now, at a certain point during that story or whatever, Zaire probably been a certain age where he could speak for himself. And that's all that he been telling you because he basically been saying, if you're not showing him the right way to this point right now, he know how to act automatically. And I think you got to start doing that when they, just as small as low hand babies. You got to take control and get them to learn how to control their emotions and whatnot. Because
Mm.
a lot of times, man, I see a lot of little dudes and girls, these young ladies out there just terrible, just as terrible as these little fellas too. They don't know how to control their emotions, and they done had so long to, just act out and be how they want to be. They think they can take that shit outside, and you can't do that. Everything I believe starts in the home
But I
because
I
that's
see
where your
adults
ass
do the
at most
same
of the time.
thing. I see adults do the same thing that don't know how to control their emotions. They just act out or act out how they feel and don't think about what they're doing. I don't think that's just a child
Exactly.
reaction.
But I can guarantee you that as a child, that adult used to act the same way. It's all about the road you done take and everything you done learn on that road, man. Like I even say with us, I think to a certain extent we know how to control our emotions. We don't get into certain shit or whatever. But we know people that really cannot control their emotions and they get into certain shit. These are two different type of people that I be talking about. And we know people that, always getting into shit, always getting mixed up into some foolishness or whatever. And then we know other people that, avoid certain shit or whatever. They can skate around shit because
Hmm.
they know how to control their emotions and they know how it's a certain time for everything. And sometimes you can act a certain way and sometimes you shouldn't. So for me, it's all a cycle. And like I said, if you start, real when they're real small,
Mm-hmm.
I think you can, kind of curve a lot of that bullshit. But now you see a lot of these young parents, and, and I say it a lot. I ain't say all. I even go as far as say some of these young parents, they raising their kids like their kids are, siblings, like brothers and sisters or whatnot or whatever, instead of, sons and daughters, and that's a problem, you know,
Let me
because
ask,
when you raise them like that, I mean, a little kid ain't gonna really, they gonna have respect for their friends to a certain extent, but not like how they supposed to have respect for their parents and listening to their parents and whatnot. That's the difference. And if they see you as a friend instead of a parent, no, I mean, of course they're gonna run out after a while, especially when they start getting bigger, curse you out and carrying on. I mean,
can I ask you a
I think
question?
for me, I ain't never see this type of shit go on between kids and adults, as like how I'm seeing it now, with it just straight total disrespect a lot of times. Go ahead. What you about to say?
I want to ask you a question. So let's
I got an answer.
let me ask you when you were, let's say, in high school. Let's say when you were in high school, did you always make the right decision?
Of course not.
All right, then. You understand that answer tells me that you understand that, because I know you were brought up uh in the type of way that you described, where your mom wasn't your friend, she was a parent, but you still made, I don't want to say a dumb decision, but a decision you probably shouldn't have made. Right? Would
Right?
that be correct? And
No
and
doubt.
and you're not the way out there. You weren't a way out there kind of a kid or anything like that, or even type of person. But you can still make what your parents might deem the wrong decision. You know what I mean? So I don't think, that's why I say you could do all the great raising you want to, but that don't mean the child is going to always make the right decision. I think it depends on the personality of the child. If they're that daring type, like they want to push the limit and see how far they can take it, you know what I mean? Or they just make stupid ass decisions, whatever the case may be. But I don't think you definitely want to give kids good foundation and morals, but you can't stop them from making certain decisions when they out there. You never know what they're gonna do. Never know.
It's very true. Very true.
You know how
Like I said, we
you get on, get people, like the kid to do something, a kid steal or shoot somebody, and then the mom will get on TV or family like, he's such a good kid and he would never do anything like that. But you don't know. You don't know what the hell he doing when he out there. He could have been doing shit like that for years and just didn't know. You know what I mean? He could be a good kid. Like I know one of Mika cousins. He's a real good kid, man. Like one of the most heartwarming people. But he bad. You know what I'm saying? He bad. He bad. But he's very loving whenever he around his family. Very loving. But when he hit them street back then, he didn't do that shit no more. But back then, he was out there. So it happens, man. It happens. What can you do, right? What can you do?
well,
What
I know one thing. They need to do a little bit goddamn more. Because these little bastards out here out of control, dog. Let me tell you, and I tell you before in previous episodes, I will fuck your kid up.
I believe you
Come
too.
at- Yeah,
I
that's right. They
believe
better
you.
believe me. They come at me the wrong way, go be some shit.
And I know you wanted to tie that into. You mentioned the Astro World thing earlier, man. About the 9-year-old boy who ended up passing away.
Yeah, man, very sad. I don't want to mention any names. If y'all want to find out the names, that's your homework. Go ahead, Google it. But when I heard this story, I was like, and that's the first thing that caught me. Like 9 years old. Like, what are you doing out there? And that goes to what I was saying earlier, just like you said. Some of these parents, you know, um, they acting like the kids, are they little brothers and little sisters instead of they, kids, man. Like, you got to protect these kids, man. You can't take them, to no shit like that. And I ain't sorry to say, man, I don't really have no sympathy for him, man. I mean, He should have known better. You know that you can't. You got to take the life of a child serious, man. And that's how I feel about it. There's no way some of the concerts and music. I done been to a few music fests. That's why I've been out west. But I would never take them to nothing like that. You know, because there's so many moving parts, so many things gonna happen. You know, with little kids, and they're so vulnerable. They can't do nothing. If shit pop off. You know, and as a parent, look at this. Look what happened to this little child. He was at a music fest. They start acting up, and now he's gone.
Do
He
you
didn't
know?
even live to be 10 years old or nothing like that,
You know
man.
how old
You
the
know,
dad was? Do you know?
nah, I no, I don't. And I need to find out. You know,
Excuse me.
because it's just
Sorry.
like how I'm saying. And when I say, please believe, when I say young parents, I do mean people our age too. You know, we joke about us being old and shit or whatever. But we
No,
still
we
young
old as
parents,
shit.
and we still learning how to go forward. You know, but you got to make better decisions, man, as far as these kids, man. Because we just, we just losing whole generation. It seems like there's so many of them little cats dying, and he ain't dying in the way that you know, it ain't like a bunch of kids dying at music fest or whatnot or whatever. But just the fact that his old man had him out there in that situation like that is just disheartening to me, man. Because it's like our generation, some people in our generation don't take this parenting thing as serious as I think they should,
I
and that's why I
mean,
don't like.
I I don't know. I guess I agree and disagree with you on that. I agree that at that
So
type
you're on
of
the fence.
festival,
You're on the fence. That's what
I'm on
you're
the fence, yeah, because that type of festival, maybe not. But I didn't see like maybe if it wasn't a festival that wasn't known for the the antics, you know what I mean, and the crazy like the shit they had last time. I think that happened
and you know
last
what?
time at his festival.
And I mean to cut you off, but that's my whole point right there. Because you know how Travis Scott shit jump off. And I don't want just center this around Travis Scott because, you know, shit got me pissed off with him too because he trying to throw a damn music fest in a pandemic. And yes, we still are dealing with a pandemic, ladies and gentlemen. Get vaccinated. But yeah, yeah, but I mean, you know what goes on at these shit. Why would you do that? You know, why would you take your little man out there, or even your little girl, or whatnot? Leave them home. Go enjoy yourself by yourself
Because
or with your peoples.
I can see taking your kid to a music festival, but maybe that not that type of music festival. Maybe something that was a little more geared towards kids. Because I don't.
Right.
While I know kids like Travis Scott, I don't think 9 year olds go to his concerts. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I've never been to his festivals or anything like that, so I don't really know what the atmosphere is like. Only thing of what I've heard that in the past there was some shit going on about not rioting but surges, crowd surges and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
I don't know. It's kind. I'm on the like you say. I'm on the fence about that because I don't see a problem taking your kid to a music festival, but maybe not Travis Scott's music festival. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
of the
Yeah.
past. So. That's
Yeah.
tough. That's
No
tough.
doubt.
Yeah, that's
That's
just tough, man. That's just tough. I don't know what to say about that, man. Shouts out, hearts. I mean, for me, hearts goes out to the kid and his parent, his dad, and then the mom too, I guess, and everybody that lost their life, man. And you remember last week we talked about somebody getting poked with a syringe. From what I
right.
understand, they're coming back and saying that's not complete. That's not true. Or something
Mm.
like that. That's not really true, or that's been going on. So I don't really know what is going on out there, but
Right.
a lot of people got trampled. I think it's up to 10 people died now. Originally they said it was 8, but 2 more people have passed since then.
It's crazy, man. You try to find out more and get a little bit more info out to y'all.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I don't think they should be vilifying Travis Scott personally. I don't think they should vilify him as much as they are because uh, the security of the place isn't his responsibility. It's the venue's responsibility to secure the place, to make sure that they have the proper um, um, resources in place to handle whatever the crowd that they have. I don't know what the ratio should be for 50,000 people, like how many security guards per X amount of attendees. I don't know, but somebody didn't do their math right, man, because they obviously ain't had enough. So we'll see. I guess more information to come out as time goes on. But anyway, moving on. Let's get into some other topics, man. Some wild shit with the Kyle Rittenhouse trial. You know, they about to wrap this thing up. They about to have closing arguments in this soon. And it was real wild that I heard that they dropping the gun charge. Like, why are they dropping? I couldn't understand why they were dropping the gun charge. Because he's on trial for murder. But you're going to drop the charge about the weapon that he used for the murder? That don't make no sense to me. I really don't get it, man.
Oh, you don't get it?
Mm-mm.
You don't get it? Mm-mm. It makes perfect sense. It's working exactly the way they want it to work.
I guess so.
Ain't no surprise here. Yeah, ain't no surprise here. Come on, man. Listen, a few weeks ago, when that idiot judge was talking about you can call the people, you can't call them victims, but you can call them looters and rioters.
Yeah. Come on, bro.
He basically should have come out and be like, you know, we going to talk about these niggas here the way we want to talk about these niggas, and ain't a damn thing y'all can do about it. He should have just came out and said that, and I'd have been more happy with him, you know. But
now keep in mind that the people that were shot weren't black. All of them were white.
Right. You know, and you know, just man, just the boldness that they got, man. You know, this kid gonna get off, right?
Oh, I'm sure, because even when after he dismissed, they said after dismissing the charge, Judge Schroeder issued instructions to the jury on the 5 remaining charges that stretched for over an hour. Yet he stopped midway through to discuss with the attorneys further and noted how convoluted the instructions are. And he says, I quote, "They are certainly correct in what they say. I just think they are not clear." That's what the judge said. Now, how the fuck, if you can recognize that they're not clear, how the fuck you expect the jurors to make sense of the shit that you had to, it took you an hour to say. An hour to say instructions on how to handle the charges, the remaining 5 charges. And they supposed to understand all of that shit? Come on, man.
Right.
It's like you say, it's setting up for them to get off, man.
Yeah. Don't push down my neck and tell me it's raining. You know, if you want the little bastard to get off, just let him get off. But what you should do on the real is make it so once he get out, some people can touch his little ass up. You know, especially the people that, you know, family of the people that he murdered. You know, he straight up murdered people. And the worst thing about it is, and this goes back to parenting, man. His mom brought him across state lines to interfere in some shit that ain't had no business of his at all.
Now that's bad parenting.
This young man.
That's bad parenting.
That's terrible. That's bad parenting right there, dog. Don't you think she should be locked up behind that shit?
Yeah, she deserves some kind of shit behind that too, man. That's bad parenting, bro.
And that's the one thing that's kind of pissing me off with this trial too, because they ain't even really mentioning her at all. You know, but I mean, and that's the kind of shit that they dig, man. They dig that vigilante justice type shit like that.
Except
that's the American way.
Unless you black, they don't like that shit. But one thing I don't get now, because I won't act like I've been following every detail of the case, but one thing I don't get about it is that they were chasing him, like they saying he shot those guys in self-defense because the guy was brandishing a gun at him. But they were chasing him because he had already shot and killed somebody.
Right.
I don't know if they're discussing this. I'm not up on all the details of the trial, but when this thing first unfolded, they were showing a video of how he shot and killed somebody in that used car lot. And the person, if I'm not mistaken, the person wasn't even facing him. He shot that person in the head and killed him, and then people saw what he did, and then they were trying to stop him so that he could be arrested. You know what I mean?
They were trying to take him down and take the gun and shit from him and everything.
Right.
And that's why they're saying that he basically was fighting for his life after that.
Right.
He was attacking him. But just like how you say, leaving out the part that he had already killed somebody.
Exactly.
And that's the reason why these dudes been jumping on his ass.
And that's like, how he gonna have self-defense at that point? You know what I mean? Because if you think about it, man, if you really want to tie this in, like this, like the opposite of the Ahmaud Arbery case. Ahmaud Arbery, am I saying that right? I don't think so.
Yeah.
But the Ahmaud case, where they're trying to say that those defendants in that case were using citizen's arrest or whatever, you know what I mean, and they were justified in what they did. But in the other case, it's the complete opposite. Those people that were coming at Kyle Rittenhouse had no right to do that. They were threatening that man, and that's why that man had the right to defend himself. But Ahmaud Arbery didn't have the right to defend himself when them people were threatening him, when they thought he committed a crime, right? Like, that's so fucking backwards, man. It's so fucking backwards, man.
It's not backwards. It's not backwards. I'm going to break it down for you right now. Ahmaud Arbery is black. He ain't got no business defending himself. You need to let them white boys just kick his ass and do what they want to do. Kyle Rittenhouse is white. He's supposed to defend himself at every level. Don't mess with him. Don't touch him. He's a white guy.
And you see what they say in the Ahmaud case about Al Sharpton being present, right? Like, they don't want no black. Yeah. They don't want no black preachers, pastors, or celebrities or whatever showing up at the case to console or to hang with the family of Ahmaud Arbery because it's intimidating the jury.
Intimidate the jury.
Like, what?
Yeah, that's what he said.
What?
Yeah, that's. You know why he said that? Because black to him is intimidating. Black that's to him is scary.
No.
He said and exposed himself in that one statement right there that he talked all alone. That's it. Mm-hmm. You already know what time it is with the defense and how they feel about everything. He is already trying to bring attention to preachers, not black preachers like how he said now. He said black preachers.
Right.
We don't need no black preachers here. You know, he might as well just break out into the accent and everything. You know, bust out a whip. You know, crack it a couple of times. But this shit, you've seen it on TV, man, and that's the worst thing about it. This shit puts me off way more than how I felt when I first saw the Rodney King video, man. Because I can remember as a kid watching Rodney King get beat up on TV like that and being, in my mind as a young little kid, like, well, shit, everybody see what time it is. You know, ain't no way that they can let them dudes off. They trying to kill him.
You know, that been the point where Al Sharpton should have said this.
Bring me everyone. What do you mean everyone?
Everyone! Bring everyone in. Fuck them. Because the fact that
everybody down here, damn it.
The fact that he would even have the gall to say that inside the courtroom automatically let you know that he felt okay saying that, because that's some racist ass shit. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
That he felt okay saying that in the court with no problem. He felt okay to say that shit, and that shit that makes me feel like them white boys gonna get off.
Man, listen, man. That's how we feel all the time. All the time, dog. There's never been a time in U.S. history where black people been satisfied with justice or that we've gotten justice.
OJ.
I don't think so.
OJ.
Listen, I don't count OJ. Because let me tell you something. OJ did that shit. I don't support that man at all, man. Listen, he ain't got no support for us. I have absolutely zero support for him. Listen, when OJ got out of jail and came back home, and all the black people were standing outside OJ house, and first thing OJ said was, "What all these niggas doing here?" That's what I've been down with OJ. OJ know that them people ain't had no business being around there, and guess what? He didn't want them around there, so hey, no, I can't roll with OJ.
You don't fuck with OJ like that?
No, he don't count. He get an asterisk by his shit. He get and you see how they did his ass.
Oh yeah, he thought he was him.
Yeah. I ain't black. I'm OJ.
Oh man.
Okay.
Oh man, that was funny. Okay. But that's just wild, man. We, like you said, man, I can see how they setting it up for Kyle Rittenhouse to get off, and they setting it up for the defendants in the Ahmaud Arbery case for them to get off, man. I feel like that's what they setting up for. I don't know, but we'll see.
Right. Yeah, I mean, because you got to think about it too. In that Ahmaud Arbery trial, the defense attorney opened up the viewing of that tape, and the reason why is because it's a law in Georgia that you should be able to do that shit.
The
So
citizens
they
arrest
basically been
law.
trying. Right, exactly, yeah. But it's an old, antiquated ass law, just soaked all in racism, dog. That to the point where you can just go out there, find a black dude, kill his ass, and then say, "Hey, yeah, we protecting our neighborhood or something." We made a citizen's arrest. He was being belligerent, and we kick his ass.
Called legal lynching. That's what they
Yeah,
call it.
exactly. I'm glad you broke it down like that. Illegal lynching.
No, not
These are the type
illegal.
of
Not
laws that
illegal.
need to be
Not illegal.
no
Legal lynching.
legal.
Yeah, legal
Legal.
lynching. That's what they call
Yeah.
it. Legal lynching.
Legal lynching.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Man, let me tell you. That's why in a lot of these southern states, man, they need to check these books and these laws. Because there's a lot of shit on the books, man, that just need to be gone, man. Straight up.
Tell me about it.
I hope we get yeah, man. I hope them families get justice, and get what they deserve. I'm hoping, but we know what time it is. We live in the real world, but please believe, we praying.
It's still legal in South Carolina to beat your wife on I think the courthouse steps, a step on Sunday.
I do know that, and now everybody else that listens to us knows that. Yeah,
you got a lot of antiquated laws, man.
It's the South, man. I'm telling you.
And it's illegal to spit on the sidewalk in South Carolina. Just random bullshit news. I don't know what. Let's move on to some other random bullshit. Cam Newton is back at the Panthers. But they won.
Desperation is a stink. Yeah, they did. They did. Let me tell you something, man. When you break up with your girl and nothing goes right at all after y'all break up, and you go back begging her to come back and begging her to come back, man, listen, you better treat Cam right. That's all I know. Because they still paying Cam replacement. And the replacement of Cam replacement while paying Cam to be his replacement.
I don't think
that makes sense to you.
I personally don't think Cam gonna do shit in Carolina. Yeah, they win, but they win against the Eagles. So what? They win against the Eagles. So what? But I don't think he gonna do shit at Carolina. Nah, don't get me wrong. I like Carolina. That's the hometown team. You know what I mean? But our home state team. But I'm sorry, man. I don't think Cam is as great as people have said he is. I don't think so.
Oh man, ooh!
I told you that before. Man. I didn't see him making the Hall of Fame, man. I didn't see that. I didn't see just because he made it to the Super Bowl don't mean he should be in the Hall of Fame.
He didn't just make it. He took a bum ass. Well, I ain't gonna say a bum ass team, but he took his team. He led that team to the Super Bowl. He was
lost
MVP that year.
Lost.
Yeah, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. I mean, but hey, I think he's a Hall of Fame.
And what has he done since then? What has he done since then? Nothing.
Not a lot.
Nothing. So
not a lot.
You can't sell me on him being a Hall of Famer. Not up to this point. Now, if he bring Carolina back and take them to the Super Bowl and they win, I say, you know what? He did that.
Damn,
I just don't see it.
Well, he can't at least take baby steps and take them to the playoffs. I mean. No. They've been on a losing streak.
They've been in the playoffs plenty of times. They've been in the playoffs plenty of times as a quarterback. They've been with him as their quarterback.
But I'm talking about but I'm talking about this year. If he take them to the playoffs this year, he got to be good.
I don't see that happening, but I'll give him a nod. I'll give him a nod for that, but I don't see it happening. Ain't happening. Ain't happening.
There you go.
Ain't happening. Ain't happening.
That's
man.
being open minded.
That's like seeing your Dolphins with a winning season this decade. It ain't happening.
Hey, I'll tell you one thing. We kick ass Thursday night. Ask Baltimore and Lamar. We're going streaking. That's right.
One streak.
That's 2 in a row, baby. That's right. That's 2 in a row. That's called a winning streak. I don't give a damn what nobody says. That's right. That's right. How about that?
We lost 2 back-to-back already. Shit.
Yeah, y'all looking shitty, man. You sitting there talking about football. That's the last thing you need to be talking about. That old ass quarterback you got. That'd be some shit if he done hit the wall.
I would be very upset if that is the case. But my homeboy, his team is Washington. I ain't even talking about T, but his team is Washington. Talking about something. Yeah, we done. I said, man, that's gonna probably be the greatest achievement y'all have all season is to beat the Bucks, because the Washington football team ain't doing shit this year.
Yeah, they ain't doing it. And Chase Young tore his ACL. He gone for the season. Yeah, so he can go ahead and sit down. Tell him to take that W.
Win a key.
Hold on to that. Yeah, smoke it slow now, because you ain't getting no more after that. Smoke it slow, and go ahead and sit down. Sit him down.
All right. Let's move on to some movies, man. The harder they fall.
Oh, yes, sir.
The harder they fall. So you did you see it? You finally saw it?
I put that as my 1B. Yeah, I can do that. 1B.
1B favorite Western?
Yeah, favorite Western, yeah. Unforgiven still my favorite.
Unforgiven, huh?
I can't let it go, man. I'm sentimental about that movie, man. Everything about it. You know how much I love Clint. Man.
I'm mad at you.
But great movie, y'all. You need to check it out. They got the Lone Ranger in there. Bass Reeves,
baby.
That's right. I love how they put these real characters into this type of story. Mm-hmm. This is excellent. One of the best Westerns I done seen in a long time. In a real long time, man.
Yeah, that's what I appreciate about the movie was it wasn't like hyped up on some new age way to tell. It was like a regular Western from back in the days, just with black cast. That's it.
Yeah, and music.
Yep, music was fire.
I love the music.
Music was fire.
I love the music.
The casting was great.
I think the music really set it off for me.
And the shout out to Chadwick Boseman on the train. Gotta nod to that. And Regina, man.
That's right,
Woo.
My baby.
Regina. That girl, they know she can fucking act.
She can do it in any way, any mode, anytime, anywhere. She's just good like that. She's good like
man.
that.
What's Regina's last name?
King, baby.
King, yeah, King, Regina King. I'm about to say Hall, but I'm like, I know that ain't right. Regina King.
No, Regina Hall, that's the other Gina.
Yeah.
That's 227 Gina.
Yeah, Regina King, she did her damn thing in that, bro. That was good. That was a good movie, man. I just watched it again this past Saturday, but that was good because even Meek, she didn't want to watch it because it was a 2-hour movie. She don't really like them long ass movies. But I said, I guarantee you're gonna like it. She don't like westerns and she not really care for action all that much. So this was like it was checking boxes she don't care for. But I said, you gonna simply love it because of the people in it, the casting that they've done, and the acting and the music. And I was right. Like she watched it and she loved it for those 3 reasons.
Yeah, see, that's all it takes, man. You know, and for me, I like long movies, man. You know, movies that be like an hour and 15 minutes and shit like that. I'd be like, that's some bullshit, man. It's like a little TV series, real quick, like a 2-hour part, 30-minute part, or something like that. But a 2-hour movie, them long movies like that, they get intricate, they get deep. And they do have some good parts, I think.
I dig
the dialogue, good and everything, but I dig it.
I dig them too. I like a good 2-hour, 2.5. As long as it's good, 2.5 hour movie, I can dig it.
One of my favorites. Favorites. That's all I got to say. Yeah.
No, but you were saying something about some movie people been mad about with Michael Myers or something where he killed somebody. What?
Oh man, the Alphabet people. Okay, let me break it down for you since you haven't seen it, and that's just a crime. Because you got to see Halloween, dog. Michael Myers kills. But yeah, Halloween kills. There's a scene in there where there's 2 gay dudes. And I forget. The one dude is Michael McDonald, the dude from Mad TV. And the other dude, I don't know. But they're a gay couple, and they actually done moved into Michael Myers' old home. Big mistake.
Yeah.
Come on now, you got to know better than that. Yeah. So, of course, Michael Myers want to get home just so he can look out that goddamn window. That's all he really wants. He just want to look out his window. Everybody just get out of his way. Michael Myers wouldn't have a problem with nobody. He just want to look out his window. Well, these dudes were in this house when he got there. He killed them in a brutal fashion and posed them in their room with one guy sitting, kind of like on the floor with his back to the wall or dresser or whatever it was.
Mm-hmm.
And he laid his boyfriend across his lap. I thought it was sweet, funny.
He thought it was sweet.
Michael Myers could have been a little bit more brutal, but he's like, hey, this how.
Wait, when you say
type of night.
So you say he sit one down with his back to the wall on the floor, right? And the other one, you say you laying across the lap, like face up or face down?
face up.
Face up, like he holding him like a baby almost.
No, he just laying on his lap. You know, like how if a girl sit like on a sofa and you laying across her lap
Yeah.
and you looking up at her and she looking down at you. Yeah.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
that.
All right. Got you.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So, knowing that and trying to paint that picture, some of the alphabet people are upset with this scene.
Why?
I have no idea. But apparently, they mad because I don't know if they mad because Michael Myers actually killed gay people in this movie or because he posed them like that over there and kind of made a joke about it. Because if you see it, if you ever get a chance to watch it, I'm telling you, you're gonna laugh when because the way they produce it and project it. You know, once you see the scene and it just pop up like there, you ain't got no choice but to laugh. Because I'm telling you, because you already know, because Michael Myers already done killed him. But once you go into the house, you know where they go through the montage, where you see all the bodies and shit. You know you're gonna see a bunch of bodies because a dude just ran into the house. He let off one shot, bam, and he's never seen again. So you know he dead. so, so once you see them and the way they posed up, when they pop on the screen, you gonna automatically laugh. So I'm just assuming that they're upset because it was kind of made like the butt of a joke or something like that. But
so
it's just amazing to me that they're really upset about that.
So if ain't nobody had laugh at the scene, would they even be upset?
I don't know. You know, that's a good question. I think of some people that just kind of like, you know, just giggle a little bit, like kind of holding it, like, you know, instead of just bust out laughing. They probably would have been better with that. Yeah, he probably would have.
So they just mad that somebody laughing at it. That's all.
Yeah, I think so. I think so too. Because it's fucking ridiculous. That's why.
Let me. I'll say this. I'll say this to the alphabet boys. Alphabet. I don't know the alphabet people. Shit. Michael Myers kills everybody. He's an equal opportunist. Doesn't matter who you are. You can get the knife. You can get the machete. Doesn't really matter. No, that's Jason. But you can get killed, man. You can get killed. Doesn't matter who you are, man. Doesn't matter who you are. Equal opportunists when it comes to bodies piling up, man. Please get off that shit, man. It ain't even that deep.
And I was thinking that they should be happy because Michael Myers, like you see, equal opportunity. He doesn't see anything different. He kills everybody equally.
You should be thanking that man. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for seeing me like everybody else. Just another body to pile up. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck?
There you go. Now step off.
Whatever, man. When you think about you said you finally saw Shang-Chi in it.
Yes, I did.
What's your thoughts on the movie, real quick before we move on?
It was all right.
Oh, well, you say it's just all right. That's it.
Yeah, it's all right. I want to see how they're going to. Yeah, I mean, it's all right. You know, they did the little Mandarin part in there. I dig that. You know.
You seem like you did not really enjoy it at all, sir.
I love the action and everything else. I just want to see where they're going at with the story. That's all. You know, the part that kind of really, you know, mess with me is the little voice in his head, you know, drawing him to the super drag. You know, and I'm like, okay, so they never explaining, you know, how this voice gets, you know, into these people's head. Like, what's going on?
They say the demon behind the gate uses people to break it out, so he will offer somebody their deepest desires in order to get out. So he made the man believe his wife was on the other end of that because he knew he was powerful enough to get him out, and he knew his wife was what he desired most. So he used that as a voice to try to get out. So there could have been anybody.
See, and that's why I'm saying, like, how he get connected to that dude, like, you know, that's the only part that kind of confused me. But I mean, overall, don't get me wrong. Overall, it was very good. I like the action. They could have done without Low Mama. She just been like
Awkwafina.
Yeah, they could have done without that. But I know they had to slide her in there.
Well, I'm interested to see what you think about Eternals once you get to see that. Then, if you thought Shang-Chi was just I'm interested to see.
I mean, not just It was all right. I mean, come on now. If I run, all right. Let me give you the test right. If I'm watching cable and I'm flipping through, and I see that shit on, and you just come on, I'll watch it.
but
I'll watch it.
That's
but
it.
if I flip it through, and that shit like an hour in or an hour and 15, I'm gonna keep flipping through.
Keep flipping. So you gonna keep flipping. That's your rank for. You keep flipping.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep flipping through. If I don't stop, because let me tell you, certain movies, if I catch them shit with 30 minutes left, I'll sit and watch. Be like, oh yeah, I just want to see the end of this shit over there.
True. I got some favorites like that too. I can dig that. I can see what you're saying there. Yeah. I enjoyed the movie. Yeah. I watched it because I've gone to see it at the movie theaters twice because I had to take my nephew. Yeah. And then I watched it on TV the other day. Friday. Watched it Friday. So, I liked it. I thought it was good. But
yeah, because I remember when you said you went to the movie theater twice, and I've been like, Brian going to watch this shit. He paid for this shit twice? Okay.
I had to take my nephew, man. I didn't take him the first time. I had to take him the second time.
Yeah, ain't no problem, man. Yeah, and that's the thing that caught me too, because you ain't just pay for yourself, you pay for your nephew too. Yeah. I'm like, damn, he paid for everybody twice?
Okay. Yeah, my son too. Took my son to see it twice.
Yeah.
But anyway, man, let's move on, man. One last question I want to ask you, and then we're gonna get into sit your ass down real quick.
I got an answer.
What are your thoughts on Christmas trees before Thanksgiving?
Terrible fucking idea. Terrible. And whoever got Christmas trees up before Thanksgiving should have rotten apples thrown at them, and they should be kicked in the ass.
Thank you.
Straight up.
Oh, I say, I want the Christmas tree up before Thanksgiving. I say,
not gonna happen.
I say, no, because I don't think that's right. We should wait till after Thanksgiving. Say, well, I want it up. I said, well, how you gonna? I said, well, how you gonna do it? Because I get the Christmas tree down out the attic every year, and I put the bitch up. So I say, okay. Right. I say, well, I know. I say, well, good luck with that. Tell me how that turned out.
Right. Yeah. We barking orders.
But I probably am gonna put it up by this weekend, though. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I know. You're sitting on here wolfing. Don't worry, people. We'll edit that footage out.
I probably am gonna put that shit up this weekend, but man, it sounds like that don't make no sense for the Christmas tree to go up before Thanksgiving, man. Can we get through one holiday before we start celebrating the next, man?
Yeah, right.
Jeez.
Come on, man, take your time. Listen, see, and this is why, I can't be domesticated because I wasn't having it. Man. I'd be just like my dude I tell you about that I write the stories about, dog. Smalls. Smalls don't care, dog. Smalls have been like, okay, we'll see if that tree get up. That tree ain't getting up.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
It could be a real quiet house and everything. That tree ain't getting up. Not till after Thanksgiving.
I mean, I'll be ready to put up the day after Thanksgiving, but she want that shit up prior
that's
to.
When you really should, for that weekend, have a little time with the family and put the tree up together or whatnot. That's what you really, set up for, I think.
I ain't decorating
man, even
shit.
if you go into, but even if you go in the stores right now, dog, it's Christmas, everything. Yeah. And I've been like, damn, ain't no Thanksgiving shit. Ain't even no turkeys out.
Sad. Everybody rushing, man. Rushing everything, man. Can we just slow down and enjoy these things? You know what I mean? God damn.
Exactly. And boy, rushing Christmas. Christmas is meant to be waited on. Can't just rush that.
Sad
I think,
state of affairs.
You know what? And one of our episodes before Christmas, we need to talk about the true meaning of Christmas stuff. You know what the true meaning of Christmas is?
What is it?
Peanuts and presents.
You said
plain
peanuts
and simple.
And presents?
Peanuts
The
and
cartoon?
presents. No. Charlie Brown.
Charlie
Peanuts,
Brown.
dog.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, Charlie Brown. And presents?
Yeah, peanuts and presents. That's it.
Just forget about a specific birthday. Well, when I think in actuality, Jesus' birthday is not December 25th, if I'm not mistaken.
It is not, exactly. So we ain't even talk about that because they ain't even celebrating the right date.
It's marketing,
so
man.
So as far as this holiday right here, man, peanuts and presents, man. That's what it's all about. Get with your family and chill. And before all that, get vaccinated. How about that?
Get vaccinated. All right, man. Let's go ahead and roll on into sit your ass down. I'm gonna go first this week. I'm gonna go first this week. This week on Sit Your Ass Down, I have got the white lady that went on the stage at Avion Crockett's. I don't know if y'all see the clip out there, but there's a clip where Avion Crockett, he's a comedian, and those that don't know, and he was on stage just doing his show, and a white lady got on stage because she felt offended and wanted him to stop his show. And I said, what in the white privilege is this? Because because instead of leaving, right, which you have all the right to do, instead of leaving because you feel offended, you want this man to stop the show that other people are there to see. You're not the only person there. But you feel because you offended that he need to stop and everybody else don't get to have what they deserve. You know what I'm saying? If you so fucking offended, leave. Your legs work in the other direction too. What the fuck is your problem? You know what I mean? That the caucasity for you to get up there and feel like he had to shut his show down just because you felt offended, man. They had to escort her off the show, and then when she was getting out, he was like, "Thank you, Karen," and she was like, "Oh, come on now, that was uncalled for." But bitch, you acting like a Karen. If it walk like a duck and it quack like a duck, god damn it, I'ma call it a duck. Get the fuck out the way, man. So that's my sit your ass down for the day. I ain't gonna go on for too long. Who you got for us today?
I like that one. I like that one, man. Definitely on time. I did see the video of that, and you caught me with that one because I wanted to get her back. I wanted to get her. I wanted to get her real bad.
Stolen.
Stop, please. Exactly.
I got to give her the.
Oh yeah.
I almost forgot to get her.
Yeah. They always got to get that. And since you did that, for me, I took a little time to think about this. There was a couple of people could have been, put an honorable mention, but I just decided to let them slide. Mm-hmm. My person that I want to sit down this week is Kyle Rittenhouse's mom.
Oh. Ooh,
yeah.
Do tell.
Yeah, wild card. Yeah, wild card there because, earlier we was talking about bad parents. And there's some of the worst parenting in the world right here. You're going to drive your little teenage son cross state lines to get into some shit that he ain't got no business of. You need to sit your ass down, lady. This is terrible. This is terrible because now you're teaching another youngster from another generation about hate and what it means to feel, I don't know, to feel white, to know that you got the privilege and the right to do that shit, kill some people, and you still about to get off because you're white. These are the type of teachers that we talking about, man, as far as like, certain institutions won't never die. Institutional racism seem like it'll never go away. People used to believe that, once older people die out, that the shit'll go away. Nah, wrong answer. They teaching this shit on before they move on, man. This shit is permeated into little kids, teenagers, young adults, all around, man. All around. And this shit gotta stop. So Kyle Rittenhouse, mom, you are a fucking buster, and I want you to sit your fat ass down. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Welcome. Thank you for that. Sit your ass down, man. Much appreciated. And with that,
and you notice that I didn't call her by her name. I just called her Kyle Rittenhouse mom, like Stifler's mom. Yeah.
Stifler's mom.
Exactly.
Oh man, but yeah, man. So with that, now that brings our show to an end. Anything else you want to say to the people before we wrap this thing up?
People, get vaccinated.
That's his liner. I'm gonna give a shout out again to my man Steven Robinson for the Geechee Boy sweatshirt, man. Y'all boy holler at him at AhmanRaGear.com. Go ahead, it's AhmanRaGear. I think that's right. But check him out, man. Check him out on Facebook, Steven Robinson, Steven Robinson. Get all your Geechee Boy gear and your Ahman Ra gear from him, man. I love to support my black businesses, man. So if you got anything black out there you want me to support, holla at your folk. I got you. And with that, you know where to catch us, man. We are on Facebook. We on Spotify. We on Anchor FM. We on YouTube, SoundCloud. You know how to catch us, man. Instagram too. Primarily speaking, PRIMERILY. Speaking no spaces, underscores, or dashes, man. Holla at your folk. I have been your host with the most, man, with the gas, Mr. Poppin' 2 quarters. Let me get in that ass. It is your boy Prime in the motherfucking building. And a zoo to the 25.
Okay, I'm glad you. It's been a while since you messed that up.
I know, right?
You kind of missed it. Yeah, it's been a while, but y'all gotta understand how time it took for him to get there. But he does a good job. And shout out to all 50 of our listeners.
We up there, baby. We hit 50, baby.
Yeah, we up there, baby. Y'all carrying us, man. We on y'all shoulders. We appreciate that. No doubt about it. We appreciate that, man.
Most dead.
Hey. Yeah, and no doubt, I am his right-hand man. I am the total package. Captain Carolina, Rex Devereaux, signing off for the midday edition of Primarily Speaking.
Damn right. And I don't know what the hell happened to my camera, but yeah. Oh, there we go. Yeah, we up out this bitch, man. Until next time, we'll see you mofos later. Deuces.
We coming. It's alright. We coming. It's alright. We coming. It's alright. We coming. It's alright. Running races around the races, got 499 and come around. Meet me at the finish line. That's where it's going down. Shattered dreams for propaganda. Promises by the Billy Summer. Better watch who make the deal. Lucrative for $3 bills.